Hey everybody, welcome back to Mods. Oh great. So, welcome back. It's been almost a year, regrettably. Life has been getting in the way, and here most recently, Windows decided that app data wasn't important. Oh, jeez, auto jump's still on. So yeah, here we are in the new set. I've got the lights intentionally off at the moment because today's episode is going to be dealing exclusively with lighting mods. Now, we're going to be talking about the modern lights, quantum lights, and Dazzle. So let's go ahead and jump into modern lights. This mod was made by Arkness Dev, if I'm saying that correctly, and it's got a series of modern lighting mods in it for modern light fixtures. And as you can see here, the recipes are pretty simple. You just need some iron ingots and some glowstone dust. I'm going to go ahead and spawn them out of creative here. So we're going to take the ground lights, take the ceiling light, the suspended ceiling light, the wall light, the other ceiling light, and the other wall light, and the other wall light. And we're also going to take the glass with neon tubes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go find a dark hallway, which isn't hard to find right now. Yeah, let's come mess around over here. So we're going to place this first ground light. You could use it as a parking barrier in front of one of your modern buildings if you wanted. Now, if you wanted a different rendition of it, whoa, great. You could swap over to this one. I don't notice too much of a lighting amount difference, but there might be. We also have the ceiling light, which is just a really easy light to place on the ceiling, and you'll notice that none of these require redstone, which is great. These suspended lights we've got down in our data center, actually, that we're building. The one thing that I find to kind of be a problem is they place like this when it's just me, I would expect them to be placed like this. But they work nonetheless, and they're pretty cool. You've also got a series of wall lights. So we've got the fluorescent tube like that, or the neon tube, sorry. We've also got a wall pack like that. And we've got kind of a up and down wash style light here. And I do believe no, they still output the same, but I was gonna say I think they output a little different if they're different style. And then you've just got ceiling lights like that. And then the very last one, I can go ahead and put it in like this, is the neon lights in glass. Now these have pretty substantial light output, but just like the logs from trees, you can actually change what angle they're at. So if you wanted, say on your drop ceiling, to put fluorescent tubes in, you could totally do that. And that's as simple as that mod is. Now, the second one we were going to talk about was the quantum light. This is developed by Dark Morphord. Yeah. We'll pretend I said that right. English is not my specialty, and it's my primary language. But anyway, these are large area lights that the mod author says they're inspired by Thamecraft's Archon lamp. But the main block is just this quantum lamp that will search an area of 16 blocks around it in a radius. And if there's a low light level, it'll place an invisible light source and illuminate the area. And the lights have no collision data, and they are replaceable, just like grass on the ground. But you can build around them or on them, and the quantum block will just replace the light source with a new one after you're done modifying the blocks. It's pretty sweet. Now, it has two different modes. It's got the redstone quantum mode, where you turn the lights on and off with a redstone signal, just like you would with any other light. I've got it right now where, I'm sorry, they're going to have that feature soon, and they're also going to have RF usage soon. But for the current moment, they're just kind of on. And if I change the time tonight, we'll be able to show you. There we are. This area right here actually is lit by one of those quantum lamps, and you can kind of see where it places the invisible sources. Now, the really cool thing about this is it's actually hidden in here. It'll let me go up. Here it is. It's kind of a ball shape, but it helps symbolize the fact that it puts light in all directions. So it's even lighting in here in the crawl space, so you can see the light coming through. But I'm not sure if it's actually supposed to do that, or it's going through a block, but it is, and it's very handy. And we'll actually pull one of these out of creative. They're very easy to craft. Again, they only use iron and glowstone. However, you have to make this extra piece. It doesn't necessarily have a name, but you take a couple of those and put it together with the iron ingots and a glowstone block, and you get the quantum light. So let me go ahead and pull one out here. And we're going to place it down here. So you can see, and you can kind of watch it work as it looks around. You can see it place different light sources here, and because I've got so many different lighting mods, the smooth lighting isn't updating as it should, so I kind of have to fly around and help it out. But we can see it determined one needed to go on the wall, so put one on the wall. Let's see what else it decides to do here. Now, it has decided that that is enough light for the area, which I would agree, and if I were, oop, it's changed its mind. So it does this live, and it's really awesome for what it is. So if I start building a wall right across one of these sources here, let's see if it'll work here. This mod is going to live update, because I'm going to change how the light is being put out, and if I intentionally place inside of one, you see how it got dark, but as the game runs through ticks, that block, the quantum light rather, will figure out where to place the next one so that it's light again. In fact, there it goes. So it's a very easy, efficient light source that you can just place down and not have to worry about redoing the lighting ever again if you don't want to. And of course, if you want to get rid of it, you just delete it, and it takes all of the little source light blocks out that it put in. And that one is just as simple as that as well. So now this third one, let me go ahead and clear my inventory. This third one is Dazzle, and this one actually was just put out not even a month ago from recording here, here in 2018. It's the, to quote the author here, who is Quant1024, Dazzle is a Minecraft mod that adds way more lights and lamps than you will ever need or want. They made it for Mod Off 2018, and as they state here, they entirely ignored the theme, but in this situation, I think it's awesome. So what they've done is they've added color variations to the traditional redstone lamps for all the 16 colors that are in Minecraft by default. They've done the same with the sea lanterns. They've made their own modern lamps, which are just solid squares here. And we've got pulsating lamps that are animated, and they look honestly pretty cool. And they've also got analog models of these. So you can send it a stronger or weaker signal via redstone, and that determines how much light it outputs. They also have dust lights, a dim redstone torch, so if you don't want to output light, you don't have to. Just have your redstone signal work. And they've got the light panel, a light sensor, which we'll talk about. They've got a stadium light, which right now animates turning on and off, but I haven't seen it actually generate any light in game. It's a pretty cool prop at the moment, but again, this mod isn't even a month old. So let's go ahead and we'll take the... No, we don't want analog. We want that, and then we'll take an analog red so we can demonstrate that. We'll take one of those, and we're gonna go get ourselves some redstone and a switch. So I've already got some redstone set up here where we can demonstrate how the analog light works. So we can see here near where the redstone energy is emitting, it's pretty bright, but if we move it down, see here, you can see it's darker, the color is a bit more dim on the block itself, but it's still animated, and we can move it all the way down to the very edge, and we get barely any light out of it. It adds for some wonderful opportunities. Like if you wanted to build an intricate redstone circuit where your lights would fade on and fade off, you turned them on and off, you could totally do that, and these lights would support that. Now, alternatively, this light sensor here, whom I need to face the other direction, there we go. We'll place a little bit of redstone, and we'll take our analog red and put it down there. So at the moment, there's no light, so that thing isn't on at all. Now, if I place down my orange light right near it, we saw that immediately brighten up. Now, if I come down here, it's worth noting this one keeps constant brightness because it's not analog. But we can come over here and see now that there's less light, this block has gotten dimmer. But again, if we put light closer, you can see how it just kind of instantly fades in. It's super cool. And just for full effect, we'll move it all the way down here, and we can see that there's no light hitting it, so it doesn't turn on at all. Super cool. So let's go place some of these in here because they're just like standard light blocks, and they are great for decoration, honestly. Probably just gonna leave those in there because it kind of adds a little something there that we didn't have before. Now those dust particle lights, at the moment, you really want to be sure of where you put them down, because once you put them down in the current version, you can't really get rid of them without building through them. I've tried deleting them and they just get rid of the floor instead, but they're an alternative source of light. You know, if you wanted to have like an animated campfire or something like that, there's your option. Now, they've also got these light panels, which looks like because the light switch is up on the 3rd floor. Let's just go up here then. So if we come over here and we place this down, these are analog as well, so the strength of the redstone signal determines how bright they are. They do quite a bit of illumination. Now these are designed to throw light further away from them than the blocks are. So if I wanted to give you an example of this, looks like we've still got an older vanilla lighting experiment going on here, conveniently. And I'll go ahead and set time to night again. That way we can, I'll zoom around and fix all these chunk errors with the lighting. Again, this is because of how many mods I have running together. It's not any one mod's fault. We're gonna take some of this iron and we're gonna put a block there. We're gonna put this light panel on, put a light switch above it, and then fly around so that everything updates. Woo. So this one really is designed to just throw light down. You can see that it's, I'd say well over 20 blocks up, and we're still getting decent light down here. So it's a really great mod. Alright guys, so that's all we have for our lighting episode. If you liked it, leave a like. If you disliked it, you know what to do. And leave a comment if you got a question or if I left something out. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.